All right, welcome to our next video on food. This one we're going to look at some lunch and dinner options, some of the more common things you'll find if you go to a small restaurant or if you're living with a family or just going out to eat stuff on the street. Here are some of the common foods you'll find for lunch and dinner. First one is chipsi. Basically, they've just taken the word chips and added an I, which happens a lot in Swahili. Chipsi is chips or French fries, depending on which country you're from. Just whatever, fried potatoes. Chipsi mayai. Mayai we've already learned with breakfast food is eggs. So it's French fries with eggs. It's kind of your most traditional Tanzanian dish. They're famous for it, I guess. It's only in Tanzania that you'll find it, but they take the fries and then they scramble up 2 eggs, pour them over top, and they make like an omelet with the French fries inside. It's very good. So definitely try it out when you're here. Viazi. Viazi is just potatoes. So however they decide to do them up, sometimes with a sauce, sometimes boiled. Viazi. Mishkaki. Mishkaki. Emphasis on ka. Mishkaki is little chunks of meat that have been roasted on the charcoal stove and then put on a stick, or rather put on a stick and then roasted. So it's kind of like a little shish kebab with little pieces of meat. It's either goat or cow, depending on what they're serving. Mishkaki. Mishkaki. Wali. Wali is rice. Wali is referring to rice once it's been cooked. If it hasn't been cooked, and we'll look at this in another video, if it hasn't been cooked yet, it's called mchele. Mchele. And once it is cooked, it becomes wali. Wali is rice. Ugali is a Tanzanian specialty. It's also found in a lot of other East African countries. It has a slightly different name depending on where you are. But in Swahili, it's ugali, and it's boiled corn flour. So basically they take maize, sorry, not corn, maize would be a better word. They take maize, they dry it, they ground it down into a flour, and then they boil it with water, and it turns into a paste, kind of looks like mashed potatoes, but a little thicker. And then they would eat it with whatever they're eating that day. So it's a boiled corn flour, boiled maize flour, and it's called ugali. Emphasis on ga. Ugali. Marage. There's 2 different ways of saying it, and depending on where you are, you might hear a difference. The original way of saying it is maharagwe. There's a W, maharagwe. Emphasis on the ra, maharagwe. But a lot of times, whether you're in the market or somewhere, you just might hear maragi, and they might take that W out. But either way, the word is the same. It means beans. Mboga za majani. Mboga za majani. Mboga is vegetables of grass. So it's basically all those green vegetables that you can find. They have a whole bunch of different ones, kind of a spinach, maybe something like a bok choy, a whole bunch of different options. They call them Chinese, spinach, mchicha, sukuma wiki, matembele, mlinda. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but a lot of times at a restaurant they'll just say mboga za majani. It means you're getting vegetables of grass. Mchuzi. Mchuzi, it just means sauce, so maybe if you're getting some meat, it'll come with mchuzi, and it's usually kind of an onion, tomato, boiled down with some spices to make a type of sauce. Samaki, samaki, it's fish. I should have included this on the animals. If you watch the animal video, I should have included it there. Samaki is fish, kuku is chicken. Kuku we've seen before. Nyama, I'll write this one as well. Nyama is just the general word for meat. So sometimes they might say ugali nyama, means you're getting ugali and meat, whether it's going to be cow or goat, and then maybe you'll get mchuzi, na mboga za majani, na maragi. So those are kind of some of the different plates, or you might get wali instead of ugali. But you'll usually get your carb, your beans, your greens, and then some type of meat. So I'll go through them one more time. Chipsi, chipsi mayai, viazi, mishkaki, wali, ugali, maragwe, mboga za majani, mchuzi, samaki, kuku, nyama. There we go. Those are the standard foods that you'll find in Tanzania for your lunch and dinner options. Obviously there's other restaurants that have international stuff, kind of more common stuff. You can get your burgers and your pizza whatever else. But those are kind of the traditional Tanzanian foods that you'll find in people's houses or in the little local restaurants. If there's any other foods you want to know, just let me know and I will be sure to include them. We have a few more food videos, so be sure to check them out. We'll look at stuff that you'll buy in the market, we'll look at fruits, we'll look at vegetables, we'll look at snacks. We'll get all your food bases covered. If you like what we do, check out our website. Feel free to help us so we can keep doing good things in Tanzania and Rwanda. Thanks for watching.